I think we're live. Okay. A little late today. Slightly late, but let me do my advertising and we'll quickly look through the world records. Do. Let me make sure my audio is good. Okay, sounds good. All right. And last one. Okay. And we are good. Okay. Let's take a look at last week. I did hunt last week a little bit. I was low-key trying to get top 5 in my state. Ended up at 10th. Mostly because of this map. I don't get it. I'm sure we'll see something crazy in the records. The rest of them I did decent in, even though I didn't get the cuts in those. But we'll take a look at the records. Let's see how we did. So I know there's a cut on this one, but we'll see if there's any strats people missed. Okay, that's a bugged record. But records are pretty close together, so it's probably going to be pretty similar. A little bit of a different line going into it, at least for the person we spectated. There's a tie here, by the way. We can take a look at the world record really quick. We're just going to go here. So it goes a bit more outside. Real just comes down to getting a good bounce out of here. And Bart J 101 gets it the best and wins the world record for this week on map 1. Now at Magic Mountains, I was convinced that jumping the gap in between checkpoint 1 and 2 was the best strat, but people found a different strat that is actually cooler. So let's take a look. Oh, we're still in the top 5, by the way. Yeah, getting this bounce, barely grabbing the checkpoint, flipping over the bridge into the lower check, or into the risky finish. Kind of a crazy strat. And a little precise too. Like you have to get this, barely touch the checkpoint, flip right over the bridge. Insane strat. I did not try to do this. I did not want to try. So it ended up being a very cool map with a very cool strat. Even cooler than jumping the gap. This one I think is... actually we'll save iCoco for last. Let's take a look at Hobbit and others who are all within like 6 thousandths of each other. So they're all doing the same strat I did. Gets like this nosedive strat, kind of. So it's the same thing, just like better execution with this like nosedive from having a lot of speed on a landing. I don't know. Like, that's kind of funny. Alright, let's take a look at iCoco, who has opted to play with the Amogus skin. Very sus indeed, but is 200ths ahead of everyone else. And it's just better execution. Maybe the Amogus skin is just better. Maybe it's pay to win. Who knows? Alright, we got After the Crash. This is the one map I didn't really like from last week. And it kind of shows with with my poor performance. Alright, let's take a look. We do have Corny in second. Oh, what was that? We're gonna have to go. Oh my god. We got a lot. Hold on. We got a lot of different strats going on. This was 5th place, by the way. 5th place had the strat I thought was the craziest, which was getting the Zoop off here. Like, he's going so fast, but it doesn't matter. Twist and Corny are ahead of him, but we don't see... Okay, we're going one by one. We're going one by one. There's too much going on. This is a bug record. Okay. Let's take a look at Twist. Yeah, getting reactor up, I think. Barely. I cannot believe that got the checkpoint. And going for the wide path, and or the magnet path, and going for the upper finish. Okay. I think Corny did something similar here. Yeah, different landing. Goes for the other reactor. Skips the reset. Has so much speed. And we got Nowie. Bugged record. Unfortunate. Should have never doubted that Corny, the reactor god, got the reactor record. So everyone had a different strat, which is beautiful. Unfortunately, still didn't like the map. Alright, now I got Small Dungeon, the LOL map. Virtual is a bit ahead. Alright, so we're gonna take a look at that last. Landing a little bit, cutting the corner, and then, yeah, gonna get a reactor zoom. That's the main difference. I actually had a pretty good run other than that. Like, I went wide on the landing, on the drop down. But now we're gonna take a look at Wirch. Everyone's pretty equal up until then, yeah? Yeah. Virtual cutting even more than everyone else, going extremely risky. And I think slightly worse Zoop, but cut like maybe half a tenth. Actually, probably more. Probably like a few tenths going for the super inside line. So good stuff. I think Virtual won this week, actually. Let's take a look. Yeah, Virtual won by a pretty big margin. So, good for Virtual. We will, now hunt this week's map. So I don't think they're gonna all be by the same person again. I did actually miss that. I did not notice that during the hunt, the discovery. Alright, so we got plastic and road with a lot of hills. So this is a little funky. Okay, seems like a pretty basic map. There's a couple checkpoints, just wanted to take a look at the checkpoint count and make sure. It's all about finding the best lines to do these uphill downhills. Oh, and also not changing gears while on the plastic. That's also very, very important. And maybe once you have speed, you want to do a little bit of speed sliding on the plastic too. But yeah, this is going to be mostly airtime reduction, a little bit of gear control on the plastic. Not so much though. It shouldn't be hard to avoid changing gears on the plastic on the map like this. Yeah, you can see I'm doing a little bit of speed sliding in the plastic, even while going up the hills. There's a checkpoint there. Where's the other checkpoint? Down here? Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any shortcuts here. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Slightly better. I'm getting these micro improvements, but I think this is gonna be a precision map mostly. So it's all about getting correct lines while having no airtime. There we go. That's a big improvement. We could still definitely do a little better. But we'll try not to spend too much time on this map. I do think this is actually a pretty good O1 map. It is not complex. And we can take a little look, just in case, as always. You never know. You can never trust these weekly shorts mappers. Yeah, well, I would take a quick peek. 1 checkpoint, 2 checkpoint. No fake checkpoints as far as I could tell. No random finishes out here. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, we're good. Seems like this is it. See, I'm eating the gear there. The start's probably the trickiest part in terms of managing your gears. I mean, I should be using action key to steer less on these, but I think it's fine. For our purposes, it's fine. Okay, we're a little slow in the end, but we did get a better time. Yeah, it's all about keeping grip. If you don't have grip on the road, you're losing time. Okay. I think we're starting to get close to maxing out what I can do here. We'll do like a couple more runs, see if we can do slightly better, which we definitely can. But our time is starting to look decent. Yeah, another .06. Alright, 2 more runs. 1 more run. I still don't know what to do in the start, I'm gonna be completely honest. Oh, I lost gear on the... yeah. Bad run. Good O1. I'll give it that. Move on to the next one. Alright. We got penalty mix. Different mapper this time. This is our slow map. Looks like plastic sausage. We did have a cup of the day that was pretty... that was plastic sausage, or had a lot of plastic sausage yesterday. Okay, so 2 checkpoints. Finish up here. Bit of a strange map, to be honest. Alright, you want to go... you want to use the air time to get through the penalty. I'm 100% sure of it, so you want to go like here. Something like that. That turn I did poorly, but still better than our initial run. Oh, too much airtime. Okay, that seemed pretty good. Okay, a lot better of an end. That's the main difference there. And again, I don't see any cuts happening here. I mean, I certainly don't see any other checkpoints or finishes, and I don't see a way to get up to that finish quickly from checkpoint 2. Okay, used a little bit of the penalty on one of those turrets to make my line a lot tighter. I think that's a pretty good strat. Oh, went a little too crazy there. Getting airtime there, which is unfortunate. So maybe I should be starting on the right. That's a lot worse coming off the sausage. Alright, let's see if we can improve. Oh, I started drifting too early. I was still in the dirt. I think if I didn't do that, I would have been very slight PB. So yeah, a little bit of a weird map. I do like it. It's just definitely different from the usual map 02s that we've been getting. But I am definitely struggling to get another PB. Even though there's definitely a lot of time to save. Yeah, it really comes down to that jump there. I'll like make or break your run. Because if you land like that, you're gonna lose a lot of time. You have to have like a straight landing. Okay, this run's good. Better end, but not quite enough to save it. I went for a different line instead of going through the inside grass, but it's definitely worse. I think inside grass is the way. No. I hit too much grass there. Maybe, but only. It might have been a PB, but only because my end would have been better. I think it would have been slightly slower otherwise. So, you know. Also, hold on, my headset's complaining to me it needs power. There we go. That's better. Alright, we'll do a couple more tries and we'll move on to the puzzle map. Since it seems like I'm hard stuck on getting a PB here. I don't think my time is that good, but just can't find a run that will do it. Alright, last couple. Way better start. But we'll have to... Yeah, a little bit awkward there. Oh, definitely should have been a PV. I had so much speed I couldn't get the inside line I wanted. And then I messed up the ending. Because it still wouldn't have been PV even messing that up, but just messed up the ending. Come on. Now I really want this PV because I missed PV multiple times. Okay, this should do it. Assuming I don't mess up the ending. There we go. Slight PV. Not amazing, but it is a PV. No, my time. Yeah, I'll give this a plus. It's a cute little map. Alright, now we have Snow-Woe Village. I imagine this is a snow car map. Oh. Okay, I wasn't ready for that. Okay. Feel like I'm missing something already. Because right now it seems like it's just a snow car map. But that's how they trick you. That's how they get you. Alright, hold on. This is map 3, yeah? Yeah, this is map 3. Am I missing something? I think I get it. It's a rerouting map. It has to be. The basis of this map is to reroute the checkpoints you take. In which case, what is the best way? Go down here, pick up this, then what? No, that can't be it. You could go through here, down here, back this way. That doesn't seem amazing either. Oh, I don't know. Alright. We'll do a few things by feel, I guess. Oop. No, that's too fast. I don't know with this one. But this doesn't feel like a normal pathfinding map, yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna get a much better time with the regular route, but I'm telling you the puzzle part of this is rerouting the map. But my brain isn't working well enough to find the route. I mean, already, you can just cut the finish there and gain like a second and a half. So like, here, we'll just have a decent run that gets there and I'll show you. Whoop. Too fast. I have too much speed. Okay, I didn't do it, but I don't know how to get... I have like so much speed, and it makes things like tricky. Yes, yeah, I'm missing one. The one I'm missing is this one. And what, you go here? Okay, that makes sense. I don't think that's the most optimal reroute, but I think that's the one that's going to be easiest for me. Hold on, I just need to hit it. Up here. Down here. I failed the ending. I will say, I know a lot of people are gonna dislike this map. I think it's pretty brave to make this a choice. Also, I just stopped paying attention to what it's doing. This is an inspired choice, IMO. Please. Okay. So something like that. But you can definitely do it a lot faster, just I am not a snow car master, per se. See, that's a little better. It's faster to take the whole ramp. Maybe? It's close. It's very close. See, that's the thing with snow car too, is like it holds speed so well that sometimes it's worth taking the speed. But I'm not sure in this case. Because does cut quite a bit. Also, I keep forgetting where I'm going. I keep trying to follow the actual path, which is not what we're trying to do here. I'm still convinced there's another reroute you can do that's faster, I just don't see it. This is like the one that makes sense to me. Oh, I missed. I wanted a clean landing into the finish. Come on. Got a wheel clip. Oh! Not bad. Not bad at all. I think that's the strat at least like 99.9% of people are doing. I'm just being skill issued on the last like, you know, few spots because I am not a snow kart player. Like I'm sure Grenady already has the record. If we take a look. I don't know, it's Scrappy. I don't think Scrappy's a snow kart player. Oh yeah, it's Grenady's at like some tournament, I think. So, he probably didn't have a chance to play yet. Alright, we'll try like one or two more. But I think that record is as good as it's gonna get for now. Without finding a new strat. Like you can definitely do a lot better. I just can't. With current strat. Unless. No, I just completely failed the ending. I tried to do a really light tap for steering and I just didn't get anything. I didn't get anything at all. Okay, I'm a lot slower. Yeah. Last one, for real. For real. Alright. I'm gonna give this a plus. Because it is different. Alright, we got Autumn Gardens. Looks like a grass full speed map. Potentially. And we got a lot of magnets. And a lot of reactors. That's always scary. Ooh, that turn is actually sharper than I thought it'd be. So you probably want to go like so. Ooh, wasn't ready to go right. Alright, Copium is easily in the AT range. I just need to not get skill issued. You know, this is like an actual full speed player map. You can tell because it's set up to make you speed slide at all these different points. But I am not a full speeder, so I'm sure there's some reactor tricks you can do too, which you know, the thoughts of which are quite horrifying to me. Barely lost. I'm like trying to force the reactor to give me a little zoop, but I don't think. Maybe like that. That seemed close to working. Alright, I'm gonna stop messing with it. Because I'm gonna just spend all day doing that. Alright, you want to go from the upper into the inner on that turn. Outside to inside. So all the way out here. Oh, barely. Wait, what's this? Okay, I thought that was a path for some reason. It looked like a road tile to me for a second. Close. Oh, I messed up this turn, but that's okay. Had to let go. I was gonna get pulled into the tree again. I think you want to go early up into the wall ride because it has a magnet on the top. So like early up here. It's a little bit of a tricky line. Also, I still haven't beaten my discovery run, which is kind of sad, but also, is there a way to keep the reactor? I think keeping the reactor there, that's the world record strat. With good speed slides earlier. Good speed slides with good lines and then going like so, you know. I'm just saying, they didn't cut proof this track. Unless there's a checkpoint and a reset. Let me check. One checkpoint. Two checkpoint. And the third checkpoint's up there. Ooh, uh-oh. Somebody didn't cut proof their track. See, this is how I win. Because Lord knows I'm not winning on a full speed map any other way. Alright, slightly faster. That surely could have been done way better, but you get the idea. You get the idea now. Oh, this is a better line, I think. Imagine you could direct finish. There's a checkpoint you have to collect, so you can't do that, but imagine doing a direct finish from there. It's funny how I became more invested in the map after I found the cut. That's kind of sad, but I'm not a full speed player, so not a surprise. Oh, I hit the ground. That would have been good otherwise. It's a little tricky getting off the magnet with the booster. Or with the reactor. Because it's easy to bonk the ground like that. See, not quite. do want one more PB before I go. I want to improve on the cut there. Like so. Like so. Just saying. That was a really bad run too. But that's still top 50 in the world right now because because that strat's so much faster. I'm sure the other pros will see that strat, but I am happy I saw that. I am happy I did see that. We're gonna move on to the LOL map. I think I'm happy with that. Even though the run is bad, I'm happy with that. Alright, got Frozen Cave. Reactor. Desert Car. On snow. We did have kind of a similar map in this slot a few weeks ago. Although I think that was most... Well, it was supposed to be reactor down, and I'm getting reactor abused. This one seems a little less abusable, although I'm sure it still is. It's certainly a lot less open. Lot slower pace, I guess. But I'm sure you could go like... Well, there's a turbo there to discourage you from doing it, but I'm sure you could go... Whoop. Now I got reactor up. Didn't seem to help that much, to be honest. But all I'm saying is there's almost certainly reactor up shenanigans. So just be prepared for that if you're trying to get a really good time. But I can at least try and do this map well the intended way, I suppose. Okay, decent time I think. Let's do a little better. Yeah, you want as much airtime as possible on these maps because you gain a lot more speed while having airtime. So if you can get airtime off this hill, that would probably be ideal. Otherwise, you're just doing the good old slippy and slidey. As they say. Oh, a quarter of a second, it's not bad. I think we're gonna start approaching the times where we're gonna need to do some actual reactor shenanigans if we wanna have a better time. Because I'm sure there's a way to flip the car too. That'd probably be the primary way to really cut this course. Like cut it on that checkpoint, like, or not cut it, but like flip your car somehow. And then somehow fly to the finish. But yeah, this is a bit of an awkward map to drive, which, you know, is very much on brand for map 5. And you almost never want to be driving straight. I'm making a mistake by doing that. Driving straight is like always slower on the surface with reactor, I think. Ooh, another quarter of a second. Okay. That feels pretty good. Yeah. That time is gonna be tough for me to beat. Because that was, I'd say that's pretty solid overall. Alright, we might go back to map 4 and try to get a better run with my, well, I'm calling it my reactor cut. I'm sure someone else spotted it much faster than me. But better run with the reactor cut. And then we will play Cup of the Day, I suppose. Because I don't think I'm getting a better time on this map. My time, like I can get close for sure, but my time feels pretty good. At least with current strat. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. I got one in the state on the last 3. I can try and do this one better. I guess that's my worst time right now. Well, why don't we do that? We'll play a bit more at the slow map, try to get a better time. I was a little disappointed with my time overall on this one, so that makes sense. So, we get some bonus time on this map. Because I did a pretty good job overall on the last few maps. Okay. That seemed pretty good. That seemed alright. I guess I only really needed another minute. Oh my god, this one might be better. It was. It really was. Granted, half of that was because of the end. Okay. I guess I just needed a break from this map to improve. A tiny little break to reset the old mental. Alright, maybe we go and check out a different map then. Because I think this map will get me, well, one in the stake for now. Obviously it's not going to hold. Because people hunt. There's lots of people who don't have the chance to play when the maps come out. And are probably better than me. Or at least better than my initial runs. Yeah, we'll try like 2 more and then we'll take a look. See if we can at least claim first in the state for the first hour. Oh, I got speed, but I can't use it. Yeah. Alright. Let's take a look. Alright, number 2 now. number 2 here. Alright, we're gonna go back to the first map. Trying to action key, but now I'm having a hard time not getting the airtime here. No, I think I'm gonna just have to do it without action key for now. Went for a bit of a wide line, but I do have more. No, I don't have more speed. Oh, I'm slower. I'm slower. I don't even know where I lost speed there. Probably just better speed slides on my PB. I don't know. This map's a funky one, that's for sure. Alright, we got 4 minutes left before Cup of the Day. Let's see what kind of map we get this time. Yesterday's was a bit different. I did enjoy it, but it was a hard map. Well, it wasn't really hard, but there are a lot of opportunities for you to like turtle yourself or like hard crash. Maybe? Oh, I see. I'm hitting the gear down on the plastic there. That is why. I forgot to account for the gear 5 gear up. Having a really tough time avoiding it too. Alright, we got 2 minutes left before we have to change over. See if I can snipe the PB before then. But it's not looking like it. It's looking like I'm getting skill issued here. It is a precision map. Can't do a little funny trick and get a good time in the world. Alright, yeah. Alright, we'll move to Cup of the Day. Overall though, pretty happy with how I did. Of course these two can be better. This one definitely can be better, but you know. Reactor cut. The funny reactor cut got us there. And I'm sure there's a better strat here that I missed, but I think I found the obvious one that works, right? So, you know, I'm interested to see how the records will be at the once they're revealed next week. But yeah, this week was pretty good. We're gonna hop on over to track of the day and let's see what we get. Alright, this is yesterday's. It's a plastic sausage map. Alright, what do we have today? We shall have to see. Alright, so it looks like speed tech maybe? Let's have to see what we can do. Oh, that's not where I thought the start was. Oh my god. Everyone else is also making the same mistake, so it's not just me. It's blame the mapper. It is absolutely the mapper's fault. I see the arrows too, like he's trying his best, but the scenery's like pointing me into jumping into the abyss. But yeah, this is very much a speed tech map. Oh, risky. Okay, that risky's not too hard. If I can hit it with that amount of speed, risky's not too hard. Also, there's no way... I had like a respawn and a really bad run. I was the 18th person to finish the track. Are you kidding me? I guess everyone tried to jump through the reset hoop. I almost did. I avoided it last second. That turn's tricky. That turns so hard. Like, I can't be crazy for saying that, right? Yeah, I think this is just a hard map, to be honest. A tough speed tech map. Call me Map 21. Alright, gotta land in a drift here. Sure. I don't think this run's PBing. Gonna be so honest with y'all. Okay, really shouldn't have, but it looks like we're making it anyway. Oh my god. I keep losing fourth gear. Okay, I can't believe I didn't hit the wall there. Also, I keep losing fifth gear now, which again isn't ideal. That is gold. I'm actually surprised that's gold, because I didn't feel very fast. I did a few turns well, I guess, but I kept losing the gears I wanted. Okay, there we go. Now we're holding fourth. I say as I crash into a wall. Nope. Please, I just want to run. Oh my god. The pain of knowing you can do better, but you're probably not going to. Okay, I'm slow. See if we can still PB. Okay, that was a little close. That was cutting it a bit close. I lost gear there, really? And there. Could have been a much better time, but still 0.4 off. It's not bad. Yeah, I'm actually surprised the not the author time, the gold medal wasn't a 49 instead of a 50 on this track, to be honest. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's edited. Maybe it's supposed to be that, but they edited it to be a second weaker. Which does happen. Some people complain about it, but normally people only edit the medals to make it weaker because they know the author time is like extraordinarily cooked. I don't know if I'm gonna improve again, I'm gonna be honest. As far as my times go, this is pretty good. It'd be nice to get one more improvement. But we're gonna have to full risk to get that. And I don't know if I can get a full risk run in before run out of time. Oi. See, now I'm messing up that turn. Alright, 3 minutes left. I mean, truth be told, even if I get Div 10, which I think I'm probably gonna get, and it's still pretty good by my standards, so. But if I get one more improvement, I can definitely get in the single digits for sure. Oh, close. I would have had a lot of speed if I hit that. Alright, time to full risk some lines here. No! Last try, last try, last try. Last try for real. Oh, I touched. Are you kidding me? I cannot believe that touched. My wheels were so far from that. Oh well. So I'm getting like looks like div 9 maybe. Div 9 ain't bad. Maybe even div 8? Maybe? Hard to say. $592. I think that's div 8. I know a lot of the really good Trackmania players were at what was it, Evo Expo or something? I don't know. But so a little less competition. Oh, this was div 10. Wait, really? This is div 10? Math ain't mathin', but I mean, div 10 is fine by me. I feel like I almost want to break out calculator, but you know what, whatever. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. Oh, that would have been tragic if that was in a real round. Oh, Warrior Doodle's in here. That is a Cup of the Night player, so run into him quite frequently. Or them. Let's not assume. Okay. Let's do the best we can. First drift is no slide hell. I don't know if I agree. Probably trying to start it too early if you're getting a no slide. I haven't really had the issue. I mean, it happened to me a couple times, but that's because I already messed up the previous part. Also, this run is terrible. We'll finish it out. Better that this happens in our, you know, the no elimination round. Oh. Alright. My car skin doesn't have a speedometer and play without audio. See, I think you're purposely making things harder for yourself at that point. Whoa, what was that? It clipped me and then pulled me back on the track. I mean, I'm pretty thankful. I'm pretty thankful that happened, but I don't know why. Let's see. Could be better. But I'd be pretty happy if I hit that consistently. Lost the other streamer in this lobby apparently. Assuming he's streaming. I'm assuming he because Jason as the tag. Uh, well, now I'm getting the no slide. Uh-oh. That's okay. We can recover. I trust that everyone else also messed up. Or enough people messed up, rather. And that was after me talking shit that that drift was easy. I guess I deserved that. Okay. I did save it. Looked a little scary. Looked a little scary for a second, I was gonna say. That's okay. We'll be fine. Don't worry. Just gotta believe. Oh, that's really bad. I might be out after that. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm out. That's an unfortunate way to end. Oh, and Oreo's out too as well. Tragic. Very tragic. Sad way to go out, but we did okay overall, I think. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of stream. Uh, I am trying to get the video out for map 22 soon. I have like 6 hours. I'm close. I'm close. We'll see if I can get it done before Tuesday. uh, and I'll make the tier list video once that's done. But yeah. Next stream is next week. I'll see y'all then.